Hey, new season, new XP guide. We are in Chapter 6, Season 2. There's a brand new pass. This is not exactly a pass showcase. I'm sure you can load up the game and check it out yourself. And if you do pick it up and want to support me, feel free to use code Mista at your checkout. But today I'm talking about the XP you get from Save the World. It is expansive. We have a spreadsheet. We'll be talking about it. And honestly, Save the World, as far as I'm aware, is the best way to level up your Battle Pass XP. It is really, really efficient. And there's a new tab over here. So up here, if you have Save the World selected, I do not know all the exact details, you can see a little bonus quest where if you get 20,000, 40,000, or 60,000 XP in Save the World, you get an extra 1,000, which is kind of nice. I don't mind it. It's kind of a cool way to see Save the World put up here. I don't know if you see it if you don't have Save the World accessed or selected, so I don't know if this advertises the game in any way, but regardless, it's there. Kind of neat to see it integrated. And if you do not have Save the World and you're watching this video very confused, at the very bottom of the shop, you can get the Save the World bundle. Right now, it's the Untasked Courier Pack. That's going to be going away in like a few days. This will be no doubt replaced by some other pack that gives you access to Save the World, and it's usually a pretty decent bundle. I know it's on the pricier side, but you do get a skin, a back bling, a pickaxe. There's usually a nice theme around it. You do get 1,500 V-Bucks. That is the limit, by the way. Founders are the way to get V-Bucks from Save the World from regular missions. That is something that entices many. Even today, maybe I can show you that we had V-Bucks available in a 132 zone. This is for Founders. That has not been accessible since 2020 and is no longer available. If you do buy Save the World nowadays, you'll get 1,500, which is great, and that justifies sort of the pricier side of these bundles, but that will be the limit. From then on, you will get extra tickets, which I can elaborate on later if I remember, but that is generally outside of the scope of the video. And then, of course, you do get access to Save the World, and there is no discount for already owning the game, as the items, the cosmetics, plus the V-Bucks themselves typically justify the price tag, so that owners of the game do not get a discount. You can honestly consider this a skin pack, where Save the World's just free in there. And that's how you get the game. That's why it's good. Let's talk about the exact mission situation, because getting XP in Save the World is honestly pretty straightforward. Now, I'm going to spoil the entire video and say that, yeah, we got a spreadsheet. Yeah, I'm going to go through it. Yeah, we're going to get into the weeds, but you can probably just play the game and hit the XP cap naturally, or at least level up very efficiently. Power level does not matter. That's why I opened Stonewood here. You can be a day one player, just bought the game, B said it was good for XP, I'll go check it out, used his code. That's awesome. I love to hear that. But you can just run Stonewood, and this Ride the Lightning in Stonewood at level 15. No, let's go back further. Level 5. Will give you the exact same amount of experience, say if you were going to be doing it in Twine in the 140 zones. Same Battle Pass XP, and there are also quests. So anything with daily in the name is going to be giving you quests. See, like my weekly challenge doesn't give me any extra stuff besides the gold, but the War Games daily stuff, some of these do give you Battle Pass XP. I believe it's just the top one. Then you can do Endurance. This is later game stuff. Once you've finished all 10 Storm Shield defenses, you can do Endurance, but that'll all give you Battle Pass XP. Not Hunt the Titan, although that is a new thing. Dungeons, every day there's a new quest for that. I'm just elaborating a lot here to say that quests are a thing. And this is the sheet that we're going to be referencing a lot throughout the video. Thank you, Archer. He updates the data for this every single time, and I am nowadays on a 1440p monitor, so let me just zoom in as much as I can without cutting off too much data. All right, I know that I am covering a bit of this, but the top stuff is what you want anyway. So yeah, the whole sheet was made by me so we could do the math every single season. Once we realized that this changes every single Battle Royale season, I realized a spreadsheet that does the math for us is going to be needed, and Archer found a way to plug in the data very easily. So the XP cap is the same. There are 50 levels a week of unnerfed XP. I don't know how else to say it. Then once you hit that 4 million XP, then it goes down to 20% generation, and that's what this number on the very far right is. So the number one way to farm XP, if you really wanted to get there quickly, are encampments right now. So typically dungeons are very high up there, and we will be getting into that in just a second. But if you wanted to just drop in an encampments mission with a roughly 5-minute time to completion, I'm going to skip pretty much all, nope, that's not a good way to do that. All of this data, I'm just going to skip everything in the middle. This is how much you get. These are the bonuses. You could ignore all of this. Just trust that it's mostly accurate, or should be accurate. The time to complete is just an estimate. So if you can do encampments at a low level mission and just grind it really, really quick, you should be seeing about 7,000 XP a minute. And Encampments in general are actually pretty good for generating XP. XP, of course, but every item. Yeah, I wanted to show that it's also very good for farming resources. So in my latest guide on how to get every item in the game, encampments are highly suggested. They give you a lot of stuff, and if you're a new player, that's honestly just generally good to be running encampments. Then the category 4 is up here. So I put 9 minutes as like an expert analysis. If you are running this mission and having trouble with it, you might have to trap a bit more, and it might take you 13 minutes, and you can see that that bumps it way down on the list for XP per minute. So a lot of this stuff is a variable. And if you click the link in the description down below, go to File, Make a Copy, you can make your own version of the spreadsheet, change the times to whatever is more specific to you and or your party of people, and adjust this to whatever is more accurate for you. These are just estimates. But then, yeah, Ride the Lightning, very quick mission. And something I always want to mention is Retrieve the Data. It's low here on the list, but Retrieve the Data missions are where you are defending a balloon that lowers down, and then you defend that objective. You can start the mission, look right up in the sky, and typically see it right away 90% of the time, which makes that mission very consistent. You don't need to run around the map to find it. It's always defending one objective. It's just an 8-minute defense, which is a bit longer than the Ride the Lightning 7 minutes, but that's the same thing as the Atlas, and it's a lot less trapping. So you'll get less XP, but it's significantly more consistent. So Retrieve the Data, as low as it is on the list, might actually be a very good one to run. And I also wanted to go back up to dungeons. So Crypts and Inferno are up here, not a surprise. And for once in my life, I can make this video when Dungeons is actually in season. So I am recording this on February 26th right here. Well, it's the 21st, but it's the week of 19 to 26, so I believe we're right here. Dungeons is in town, and I have a whole playlist on it right here. I have a whole Dungeons playlist that I definitely recommend, link down below. It is a really good play. Okay, I was trying to get it nice and thin so that it does like that. There we go. Yeah, nice clean list. So this top video is my guide on how to get candy, how to get gold, how to grind dungeons efficiently. This is geared towards the Inferno. It's a great one to run, and you get a lot of resources. This 10,000 gold in a couple hours is not in effect yet, but you can see that Cram Session activates in the last 3 weeks of the season, and it will unlock these quests that allow you to get gold from safes, and you can consistently get safes from the Inferno. So Dungeons is an excellent resource. This is, again, outside of the scope of Battle Pass XP at this point, because Dungeons are just generally great. If you are running Dungeons normally, say you're not speedrunning, you're new to the game, or whatever, all of these quests, and I've done a lot of them, there are actually more that you will have yourself. You can get north of 20,000 tickets, which I'll explain in a second. You'll get tons of gold. You'll get access to heroes like Chaos Agent, who's one of the best heroes in the entire game. He was highlighted red on my spreadsheet for a reason. Let me go back to that. He is a must-grab hero, in my opinion. That's what these red ones are. He helps you reload effectively instantly by using an ability. Very, very strong. And then extra tickets and tickets unlock llamas. So extra tickets mentioned earlier are what non-founders are able to unlock, and founders get them too, of course. So that is where you get the regular llamas. These give you items in the game. And then the loot section are the lunar llamas. Even if the items in the lunar llama set aren't exactly topping damage charts across the board, they're not the strongest weapons ever, you can still open these and recycle them, which allow you to fund the improvement of your better weapons. So I think weapon designs and training manuals alone are worth it, just by recycling the items you get from those llamas. So Dungeons. It's a genuinely fun game mode that I enjoy without any resources, and it gives you so many reasons to play Dungeons. It's awesome. And then backing up a step even then, the Destroy the Encampments. I should have mentioned this sooner. I have it all prepped up here, but over here, yeah, I have an entire guide on speedrunning encampments. It's 3 years ago. I don't even have my shelf behind me, but it's a great video. It shows you how to run into the mission quickly, which loadouts you should do, which loadouts you should use, and that's the link there down below. And then for the Cat 4, I have a whole playlist on trap guides. If you want to get through any mission efficiently, this whole playlist is my crash course. I haven't updated it much in the last couple of years because I don't have a lot else to say. I've been pretty thorough. I've covered all the basics, and this playlist will get you pretty much everything you need to know. Now, for the rest of this, it's pretty straightforward. You can see what's worth running. If you have an endurance set up, it'll be less fruit than last time, but it's still an AFK endurance. It's just free XP. You know all about that if you've got it set up. I don't cover endurance much on my channel because I think just playing the game gets you plenty of resources, and that's just never been an interest of mine personally. I'm sorry, but I think that just about covers everything. XP cap is not relevant to the quest XP, so if you're doing quests, it won't count towards that 4 million cap. I'm so sorry. On the day that I'm recording this, I'm having a hard day. I have made a lot of speech errors, and I woke up a couple hours ago, and my brain doesn't seem to know that the day has started, and I'm just I'm apologizing late here, but it's just where my mind's at. Regardless, the video's done. That's pretty much all the information you guys can need. Hopefully this was helpful, and I apologize for the slurring speech, but I'm powering through it because new update means new XP video, and I got to get you guys in the loop. So that's it. Thank you, Archer, for all the data. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.